when I first started YouTube, right, my friends and family all say, 哎呀，不到6个月倒了。They say things like that lah. This is unpopular opinion lah. I believe whatever business you do.
On this week's episode of Get Busy, we're going to tell you how to start a YouTube channel. Let's go ambush Ryan because he has years of experience in this industry. What are you doing, sir?
Polishing my bedroom slippers.
So, our audience have a lot of questions to ask you.
Okay.
So, with your expert advice,
Right, 14 years in the industry only. Hey.
How to determine my niche and direction if I were to start a channel in 2025?
I will give you very technical answers so that you know that you got a chance to start a YouTube channel and survive. One of the things that you want to hit on, right, is it sustainable in a sense on financial means? Which means to say, right, in that industry or niche that you want to hit, how many potential brands and clients are available to work with you? For example, if I say sports, then I must think of got Adidas, got Nike and all that. And if the brand is not a lot, right, means your chance of earning money from this industry, right, is very limited. It depends what you want to do your YouTube channel as. If it's as a business, you need to think of that part. If it's just for fun and passion, then just do whatever fuck you want.
But the thing is, right,
yeah,
if you do a niche that a lot of people are doing,
yeah,
it's very competitive.
It is very competitive. Then you must ask yourself the brutal question: are you entertaining enough to get some of the market share and attention from people?
So you have to be entertaining,
In a sense, yes. Not everybody is made for camera. Not even me. I don't think I'm very good in front of the camera. And then if the way you present information is very dry and very boring, then you will lose the attention.
So do they have to be on camera?
Faceless YouTube channels.
Faceless video.
There is, but your barrier of entry is very low. For a faceless channel, right, it's easy to replicate and replace. But let's say this channel, right, is my face or Ben face or whatever, right, we are hard to replace. Unless there's a clone, how do you overtake my channel?
In the future, it will happen.
Yeah, maybe. But not now.
That's all for part 1.
Oh,
We'll move on.
That was easy.
To part 2.
Okay.
So next part, we're at the equipment room, so we're going to talk about
equipment is one of the biggest investment we did. I think we must have spent almost $500,000 here. If you just started, don't think that you need to buy all this, okay? So starting from a lot of batteries here, we have all sorts of battery to power light, to power the camera. We got smoke machine here. We got tons of chargers here. So we got a lot of support system here. Support system refers to things that support equipment. For example, like light stand, C stand, tripod, monopod. Then we have our FPV drone here. Customized, non-customized and all these. Each of these costs about $3,000-$4,000, $3,000-$4,000. We have a lot of wireless mic. Okay, each of these costs like $700-$800. We have a lot of little accessories like clamps, USB cables, hot shoe mount, so that we can put things on top of our camera. We got clamps like this, so that we can clamp like reflectors and things like this. All these maybe a range of $50-$200. We have external monitors. Okay, these are things that we use when we need to see things very clearly. Maybe it's under a sun, maybe higher production, we need to show our clients the video. We got ND filters. Okay, ND filters is so that your lens can shoot in very bright places. We also got like Pro Mist to make it look more dreamy. We have phone gimbals. We got a bunch of lenses here, and all these lenses are G Masters, which is on the average about $3,000 to $3,500 per lens. We also got like crazy high-end equipments like Ronin 4D, which is a $9,000 gimbal. Okay, and then we got 4-5 cameras. Each of the camera costs about $8,000 to $9,000. A lot of people think that this is all you need to start a YouTube channel. It's not true, because you also need to consider having a computer that is enough to edit 4K footages. Let's say you want to do 4K video editing, and the computer can range anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 for a high-end one. And then this one confirm a lot of people forget: storage. Because if you were to have a YouTube channel and then you want to be consistent, you will have a lot of footage. So because there's so much footage, right, there's a lot of TB and GBs of footage, right, that you need to store somewhere. And if you think that by buying portable hard drive, right, you can store like many TBs of footage, right, that's where you're wrong. And we can't just keep buying portable hard drive to store all the things. So we have our own server. Our server is from Synology, and it's called the Synology NAS system. Basically, all our files, right, from up to 2 years is all stored inside. So basically, right, we got a team of like 10 editors. At any one point of time, right, a lot of the editors have to work on the same video file. Rather than transferring the footage to all individual computer, and that will take a lot of time. Just the transfer alone might take 2 to 3 hours. We can transfer all the files into the Synology NAS system, and all the editors can work on the very same project file. But I think it's very hard to visualize. I'm gonna show you how I do it, okay? Let's go. So in the editing sequence, right, there's actually a lot of things going on, okay? There's a lot of layers on it, okay? Like we got coloring, we got assets, we got supers, we got graphics. So for example, I can be working on a project, I'm doing the sequencing, then I can get Ben to go design, say, a graphic element, like I want to put a crown on my head or whatsoever. He can do it, and then when he upload into the Synology NAS system, I can just extract it and put it in my project file. So we can work together simultaneously like this. Another example, Ben not feeling well, he want to work from home, but his project is at the computer at work. So he can go to the Synology NAS system at home, he open the project file, and he can continue editing at home during COVID period where everybody work from home. Right? What happened is, right, we have to arrange everybody's computer to be sent to their house, and that was a logistical nightmare. But with this Synology NAS system, right, it makes it very easy to work anywhere. So basically, he cannot take MC, cannot take auto, cannot do anything. And one of the most frustrating thing when it comes to editing, right, is let's say every time you import a 4K footage, right, it's damn hard to edit. It's very jerky, it's very laggy. So Synology NAS, right, it comes with a SSD caching and 10 GB networking. It means, right, their internet speed can get up to 10 GB per second. And it means, right, you can directly edit, right, from the drive itself. For example, Ben's working computer is very good, can edit 4K footage. But his house one cannot start. He can directly edit from the drive, right, for the same smoothness. So what this means is they allow creators, right, to edit large files, right, directly from the drive itself. Your computer may not be as good, but you still can do it without any slowdowns. And the best selling point, right, is that for the last 14 years, I've been using Dropbox and Google Drive. Over the 14 years, right, we have spent $29,665 in annual subscription. With this Synology NAS, there's no money payment. I think that's the biggest winning point. You actually save in the long run. So why not try Synology NAS, right? With a one-time investment, right, it solves all your problems. Wow. So overall, right, when you create a content channel, right, whether it's YouTube, TikTok or IG Reel, right, editing is going to take the longest amount of time, okay? So to improve your workflow, right, you can consider using Synology NAS. It will help you transform the way you edit your footage and make it a lot more efficient. Especially if you work with remote editors, this will be a lifesaver for you. So what if you are not a large-scale creator like us, right? You don't need this style of office space, you don't need all the expensive equipment or big storage, right? They also got a smaller scale storage solution for you, okay? We'll put the website in the description box and you can go check out the range of products they have. I think this is something that a lot of people overlook. And in case if you haven't realized, of course, this segment is brought to you by Synology, and we have a promo code for you if you want to buy a small scale or a large scale one. So you can check out the description box for all the promo details.
So the last part would be money. How much fund is needed to start a YouTube channel?
Actually, in this age and time, a lot of people can just get away by creating content using their phone. Back then when I started my previous company, all I had was a camera. I spent about $3,000. There's no need to buy expensive equipment or hire a lot of people. It's just the way that we progress and we scale start to become like this. Start small.
Is this considered small?
I think given a YouTube channel, we are like mid-size.
So you would say a phone is enough?
Really, yeah, it should be enough. Content is king, not so much about quality. They like easy to consume content.
Next question is how to make a profit.
You have to keep your costs low, which means to don't hire too many people. Try not to have renters and things like that as a burden. Thinky Sushi, for example, his studio is his house. His employee is his brother. If you can keep it small like that, and you can make your content flow sustainable in a sense, then I think that's good enough already. You don't need a big force. For us, because our projects are a little bit more large scale, right? Like renovation, travel and all that. So we don't really got a choice. But this is the type of content that we chose to go.
Apart from budget and like money, right? What is a good age to start?
No limit, is it? One of the biggest, most profitable YouTuber in the world is the Ryan's Toy Shop or some shit. He's 6-7 years old, he make multiple millions already.
Doing what? Toy review?
Yeah, toy review.
Huh?
Yeah, Ryan's Toy Review or something. You see, like just now initially I say about think of the possible clients. So Ryan Toy Review, all the toy brands.
Okay, so I'm moving on to the general questions, right? Some general questions our audience have. How do you overcome the fear of being judged?
They're gonna judge you anyway. Just 认明 is that person gonna pay your bills? If not, do what you want. I think it's an honest living. You're not trying to scam anybody or hurt anybody. You put your face out there, you're doing something different, then go ahead and do it lah. Don't care about what other people say lah. When I first started YouTube, right, my friends and family all say, 哎呀，不到6个月倒了. They say things like that lah. Then, yeah, but within 4 years, I got Forbes 30 under 30.
Damn.
If you really believe it, don't need to share with people. Don't need to ask them for their opinion. Keep your head down, do your own work.
Okay, next question is, should I start as like part-time or just resign and force yourself to YOLO?
This is unpopular opinion. I believe whatever business you do, YouTube or whatever business, right, you really have to put yourself in a situation, right, that this cannot fail. Because let's say you part-time your full-time job and then part-time this thing, right? How are you going to compete those that throw in everything to do this business? Whatever you choose to do, just 100% go into it. What our advice is, let's say you got a full-time job, right? Accumulate some savings first. At least you got something to tide over lah.
Okay, the next question is thumbnail, title, time slot that works for you.
My time slot is very tactical. Friday, right, we have food content, right, and we release at 3 p.m. because I want people to go over the next 3 days. Friday evening to go eat dinner at this place. Saturday lunch and dinner go to eat this place. Sunday lunch and dinner go eat this place. And why I do Friday is because most Fridays, right, people at the office, right, they don't work already.
TGIF.
They TGIF. They trying to think where to go after work and all that already. I want to make it into like a habit for people like every Friday, Saturday, 3 p.m. got this new video, then they just go check it out. It becomes a routine. As for thumbnail, right, the algorithm keeps changing. I don't understand it. Now YouTube got this feature, they call it the thumbnail test.
Yep.
You can upload 3 different versions of the thumbnail and they will run it for people, and whichever is the most effective one will be your final thumbnail.
Last question is, usually how many takes is needed for one video?
It depends on what type of video lah. Most of our content nowadays in Overkill is all like one take. But when you do comedy skits or short film, right, a lot. Especially if you work with people like Zhi and Friendster, your takes is like 30-40 over NGs.
Any last advice for the audience?
I think at this time and year when you want to start a YouTube channel, I don't say I will recommend it. It's very difficult to sustain a YouTube channel. And if you are really trying out, right, there's a lot of risks that you're taking. Maybe I'll say you can start with like TikTok or you start with IG first. Slowly you scale up, you see a value in the long form content, then you do long form content and can consider YouTube lah. Long form content is great, right, if you want to go into details, which means not all topics you can do long form. If you want to do like travel, renovation, design, property, things like this, right, then maybe you really can do long form. What qualifies as a good content, right, is you have to hit right 3 of these. One is information, one is education, one is entertainment. If your content does not fit in any of it, right, then there's a bad piece of content. And with that, remember to follow all our socials. Click here for more, click here for what, and cut to the bloopers. This is a tripod. How come it's here?
You buy one.
I buy how many of these? I passed one to Jacob. How come I got one more here? I bought 2 meh?
Different style one.
Fuck.